Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fun with Numbers as we try to develop number sense and really understand what we are doing in mathematics when we are working with numbers. We would have begun a series in fractions where we would have learned about unit fractions, we would have learned to compare unit fractions, we would have gone on to look at mixed numbers and improper fractions and equivalent fractions, and the last skill we would have learned is how to reduce a fraction to its lowest term. Alright, now we are going to use all those skills this morning, alright, because we want to start our operations with fractions. Okay, very easy. Now if I say one boy add two boys, one boy add two boys will give us three boys. Similarly, if we have quarters, if we have 1/4 and we want to add that to these 2/4 here, look at that, 1/4 and 2/4. We want to add 1/4. So look at this. This is a representation of it, and this is the number we are looking at. Look at it. 2/4, 2/4. What will it give us? It will give us 1/4 add 2/4 will give us 3/4. Now let me only use numbers. 1/4 add 2/4 equal, it's just like saying one boy add two boys. Yeah, quarters, we are adding quarters. So 1/4 add 2/4 would give us 3/4. So look at that. We added our numerator to get the numerator of the answer, but our denominators remained the same. So 1/4 add 2/4 would be 3/4. And this is one thing that we must learn when we are doing mathematics. We must learn that whenever we have to add fractions or subtract fractions, the denominator must be the same. Alright? So if I ask you 2/5 add 2/5, you know the answer right away. That is kindergarten work. 2 add 2, 4, we get 4/5. And I'm not even going to show you if I had 5/7 subtract 2/7. Huh? Well, you just do it like if you're saying 5 girls take away 2 girls. And what you would get? 5 take away 2, you will end up with 3/7. Good? So we must remember when we are adding or subtracting fractions, the denominators must be the same. Okay? Now, what happens when your denominators are not the same? So suppose I had to add, let's say 1/3 add 1/4. Now observe that my denominators are not the same. Wow, so what do? You know what it comes like? It's just like if I say I want you to add 2 goats and 3 sheep. 2 goats and 3 sheep. What would you get? Because you know you add goats with goats and sheep with sheep. But how could I add 2 goats and 3 sheep? Now if I would say 2 goats and 3 sheep. I know what I would get. I would get 5 animals. And if I have to add 4 boys add 3 girls, I will get 7 children. And what about 3 apples and 2 bananas? What you would get? 3 apples and 2 bananas. I'm sure I know what you're looking for. You're looking something that is common between apples and bananas. What is common about apples and bananas? They are fruits. So our answer will result in fruits. Similarly, when we are adding fractions and we have different denominators, we have to look for something that is common about our denominators. And remember, we had learned how to find equivalent fractions. Well, that's exactly what you do. You take your third and just try about 4 or 5. Alright? You set them down. So we counted in multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And we got multiples of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, remember we did this skill where we had to be able to form equivalent fractions. And then we look at a quarter. We put down a quarter and we're looking for equivalent fractions of a quarter. Alright, so we put down a few in columns there, yeah. 4. We counted in multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And what we do now? We look for a common denominator. But not just for the common denominator, the lowest common denominator. Alright? We have 3, but we don't have 3 there. We have 6. No, we don't have 6 here. We have 9. Oh, yeah. Look at this. 12. 12. 12 is the lowest common denominator. So we can say 1/3, another name for 1/3 is 4/12. This is an equivalent fraction here. So 1/3 is 4/12. I'm not going to call it 1/3 again. I'm going to call it 4/12. I'll write 4/12 here. And a quarter, well, let's finish out a quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another name for a quarter is 3/12. 3/12. Can you add now? Yes, we can add now. We can perform the operation because now our denominators are the same. So we can add 4/12, add 3/12. That will give us 7/12. And when I get my answer, I check to make sure to see if my answer could reduce to its lowest term. Oh, it's fine. It can't reduce. So let's try another one. Let's try, let's say, 3/4 take away 1/2. Different denominators. So what to do? Take my 3/4, put it here. Form equivalent fractions. I have 4, 8, 12, 16. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's find equivalent fractions for a half. Remember, equivalent fractions, they have the same value, but it's just a different name. Alright, so how could we call a half? A half, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you seeing what's... Yes, you have 4 there and 4 here. So good. So 3/4 remain 3/4. And we are going to take away 2/4. 2/4. A half. Another name for a half is 2/4. So 3/4 take away 2/4. Remember, what do? Your denominators will remain the same. And 3 take away 2, 1. And again, I check to see if I can reduce. Good. Very easy stuff. So look at this one. We have 2/3 add 3/4. What do? different denominators. So we go ahead and we say 2/3 equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And this 2 is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 8, 12. I would stop there because I'm already seeing 12 here and 12 there. So I would stop 3, 6, 9. So I take my 8/12, which is common. This is the lowest common one. Yeah. So 2/3 is really 8/12. So underneath the 2/3, I will write the 8/12. Add the 9/12. And 9 and 8 is 17/12. But oh my goodness, what did we get? We got an improper fraction. So just in case when you add or you subtract and your answer is an improper fraction, just change it to a mixed number. Alright, and we would have done that skill also. So how many 12s in 17? Okay, how many 12s in 17? We can say 17/12 is the same as 1 whole, because we'll get 12/12s, because we have 17/12. So we'll get 12/12 in 17 and we'll have 5 remaining. Right, so we get 1 whole and 5/12. So 1/12 is 12, add 5, 17. This is very, very easy stuff. Right, let's try this one. Let's try, suppose we had 2/4 add 7/8. 2/4 add 7/8. So let's see. Different denominators. So remember, we got a 2/4. 1, 2, 3. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 2, 4, 6, 8. And we look at our 7/8 now. 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 8. Oh, I'm already seeing that 8 here. And the 8 here. So easy. 4/8. 2/4 is 4/8. Add 7/8. 4 and 7. 11/8. So how much is 11/8? That's an improper fraction. What do? We change it to a mixed number. So 8 into 11 is 1. Remainder 3/8. Alright, and just in case you cannot change your improper fraction to a mixed number, you need to go and look at the other video that dealt with that, because we would have done these skills already. Alright, now let me just try one more. Alright, suppose I had 3/6 add 2/5. 3/6 add 2/5. Let's go. Different denominators. So we go again. 3/6 is equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Yeah, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And let's try 2/5 here now. 2/5 equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, come on. We have 30 here and 30 there. So this is common. So 3/6 is 15 out of 30. I'm going to add 12 out of 30. 15 add 12 is 27 out of 30. But like I told you need to check to see if you can reduce your answer. When you get your answer, you check to see if you can reduce it and express it in its lowest term. And we did that skill before. So good. So what can go into 27 and 30? Yes, what can go into 27 is 3 into 27, 9, and 3 into 30 is 10. So our answer is 9 out of 10, 9/10. Good? So, as I recap, remember, when you are adding or subtracting fractions, your denominator must be the same. If your denominators are not the same, you need to go and form equivalent fractions, change all to a common denominator, and then you add or subtract. And in case you get an improper fraction for your answer, you change it to a mixed number. And in case, you always check to make sure that if you get an answer that can reduce to its lowest term, you simply reduce it to its lowest term and you have your final answer. So I shall leave you all with a worksheet, and remember, adding and subtracting fractions, very, very simple. And we shall continue to delve into further work with fractions as we prepare ourselves for our examination and for life. So until then, God bless you all.